I am so happy with how this looks for the Rangers. We have a pitcher, Jack Leiter, and he is a dude.
And while I do think his hitting is worse than Derek Jeter, it's not that far off.
You're not mentioning 2006. You can mention the other people, not 2006.
Oh, just because I bought the best soap doesn't mean your room's going to be clean. It just leaves it to where I don't believe that the Canadians had a shot.
I really don't like the Clippers just kind of sending it in when they're like...
Hi, this is Kelly Forbes with the Dallas Stars, and you're listening to Outsiders Opinions with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our NHL Opinions of the Week. I am Kevin, and I am joined by the man that I'm curious what you think. What new deals have shocked you so far with this NHL free agency?
It's the NHL free agency is always so much different than the NBA. I feel like it's been a while since I've been just floored like I have been with the NBA. Maybe that's because a lot of NHL teams don't have the money since COVID, and a lot of those big deals don't really come alight. Like Stamkos, I know we've already talked about it. When people would say, "Oh, that's a big deal," but he's older, Kevin. It's not like it's a prime Stamkos. And then with some of these other guys, let me see. There has been a lot of moves, has there? I don't see. I'm looking.
Yeah, nothing recently. I'm trying to make sure I'm looking at the right thing. I think the biggest thing right now was Ryan Suter is now, and this kind of goes to your point of like it's not really that busy. Ryan Suter, who was bought out by the Dallas Stars, signed with the Blues, which the fun fact is he will be paid by 3 teams this season, all in the Central Division.
Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily the biggest move. It is a move. I think the Vladimir Tarasenko signing to Detroit is probably bigger than that. Adam Boqvist going to the Panthers is probably bigger than that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
What were you saying?
For the Tarasenko, I wasn't sure that. I just didn't hear about that, and now that I'm seeing it, I was like, I wasn't sure if that was covered in our first video, but now that I remember, we haven't done that.
I don't think it was.
Yeah, which, and I believe Patrick Kane re-signed with Detroit, correct?
Yes, that happened a while ago, from what I understand.
Okay. Well, yeah, so to me, that just brings up, it looks like a reunion for Kane and Tarasenko because they were on the same team with the New York Rangers.
Yes, for half a season.
So, but yeah, I definitely agree that's a bigger move, but I'm trying to think if anything else has happened recently.
A lot of re-signings. A big re-signing's Barrett Hayton of he was on Arizona, is now on Utah. He's pretty good. He only played 33 games this past year, but when he's fully healthy, he is pretty good. And I think that them bringing him back was important. I'll answer my own question really quickly.
Yeah. But I will say, to talk about the NBA, and I don't know if we've seen this in the NHL, it doesn't seem like a team can be built primarily out of free agency. I do think Nashville could be a case against that because it just seems like free agency, you can add some players, but premier players never really hit the market. You mentioned Stamkos, but he is older.
And there's still some guys that I think are big. For example, Thomas Harley still is a free agent at the moment. He's a restricted free agent, but he's still a free agent. And the Stars have to make sure that they keep him no matter what.
Yes, and I think that they're trying to figure out the moves or they're trying to figure out that cap room right now. So that would explain some of the other moves, like buying out Suter. But yeah, I'm trying to see. Klingberg is also a free agent still, but he's had a couple of down years since.
Yeah, he's not the
Yeah.
big name that I think a lot of people are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's been
not.
a while since a big named guy has left uh, in either a trade or free agency during the free agent period. A lot of the big trades happen at the end of the trade deadline, whether it's like a Wayne Gretzky trade or any of those other big trades. I'm trying to think of a free agent that just was like a LeBron or something like. They usually don't. They never really reach that point. At least not when they're like LeBron was in his prime in 2010.
Yeah, it's more you trade for someone than you re-sign them, and yeah, it's. But it looks like yeah, I don't really. I think the only team that's really changed my opinion on them positively is Nashville, and then negatively, I would say the Stars.
I would also say the Lightning. I think the Lightning are worse.
Yeah, that's a good point. Trying to see. And then, of course, there have been like two-way contract signings, but I'm not that in depth about that, so we'll just have to see what comes up. But it seems like NHL free agency is very quick. There's no lingering free agents out there, top tier free agents.
Well, because I don't remember the last time like one of those guys has been a free agent. I mean, Kachuk was traded. I'm just trying to think of the biggest guys who moved. Jack Eichel was traded.
Yep.
Mark Stone was traded.
Maybe the Kraken with signing
Stevenson.
the no, I was thinking like years ago was when they signed the Avalanche goal Kemper.
Did they sign Kemper? No, they signed Grubauer. Grubauer
Grubauer,
was the
that's
one they
what it is.
got.
Grubauer. Yeah, I think Kemper's the goalie.
That still wasn't like a crazy. Like he wasn't a top 5 goalie in the league.
Okay.
I honestly think the biggest free agent signing that's happened in a while is Pavelski, and I'm not even trying to be biased.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. So, do you see a team that's built in free agency or
I just don't think
what?
this is the
Yeah.
year for that. If there is going to be one, um, I definitely feel like trades are more common, but I also think COVID has affected this because COVID affected the NHL a lot more than it affected any other league regarding their earnings and how the cap space will work. So I feel like a lot of teams are still cap stricken, and it won't be until a couple more years go by before we have more versatility during free agency for teams to swing big.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. Especially COVID and the cap, because I think a lot of teams were preparing for that expected cap room. But when COVID hit, that changed the cap. And now there are a lot of big deals that are taking a lot more space than they expected when they made those deals.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
So that's really all I got. Quiet free agency so far after our first video. And yeah, I do agree COVID has played a factor into it. And let us know what you think in the comments. I'll let you close this one out, Austin.
Yeah, thank you guys for listening. Is there a move we missed or one that you wanted us to talk about more? Thank you again.